Vice News spoke to Richard Spencer, who is one of the leaders of the so-called alt-right, although you should already know what we're supposed to call them, what they really are, and we'll get to that a little bit later. But let's go ahead and take a look at their profile of him and see if you can catch the massive irony and hypocrisy.
It's the night before the big conference.
It's like a counterinsurgency.
And Richard Spencer is planning an escape for about 100 alt-righters because protesters have crashed their dinner party.
Basically, this just mob of smelly, disgusting freaks just comes. I mean, you can still smell them right now. You can still smell them. They start coming up the stairs and they're chanting, die fascist, Stalingrad again. I don't even know any of their stupid stuff. The one guy sprayed me, so I had some skunk. It's like shit liquid. Yeah, so I had to take off my shirt and now I look a bit like Popeye, but, or I don't know, maybe it's a good look. All right, let's do this. Yeah. I usually go out and wave to them when they do these things, just to show that I don't give a fuck about them and their stupid, whatever.
Wow, you didn't accomplish anything. I guess that's kind of par for the course for you fucking loser idiots, right?
Their whole life is based on hate. You know what's interesting is that I have actually met some kids from 4chan who started reading anything critical of race relations, immigration, Jewish influence, so on. And they actually read this stuff so that they could troll people.
Right.
But after reading it, they were actually convinced by it. But that demonstrates in a way that the truth quality to it.
Doesn't it just mean they're too committed to a joke?
It started out as a joke, and then it became real. But that's magic.
Last month, video from a white nationalist conference in D.C. went viral.
Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
The clip got more than 40 million views. The event was organized by Richard Spencer, one of the spokespeople for the so-called alt-right.
Yeah, they're Nazis. I mean, I don't know why that's controversial. First of all, you just saw a little snippet of his speech at the end there. We covered the whole thing, but hail Trump, hail our people, hail victory. Hail victory is exactly, that's Nazism 101. That's what they said. That was their thing. Hail victory. Sieg Heil. That's what that is. And then hail Trump, just like Heil Hitler. I mean, they're not even trying to hide it. There's a different part in the speech where he says, the press is so bad, or maybe we should refer to them in the original German, Lügenpresse. And he's got this evil smirk on his face when he says it. Yeah, that's again Nazi terminology. It for a while he was able to mask it, but then I feel like it just came apart at the seams. He's like, I gotta show I'm a Nazi, people, I'm a Nazi. And then you saw the people in the audience, yes, they're giving the fucking Nazi salute. So the reason why this is hilarious and why I wanted to share it with you is he says, quote, their whole life is based on hate. He's talking about the liberal protesters. He's like, yeah, they're coming to protest me. Their whole life is based on hate. Cut to the video of him saying, people started reading the, Nazi stuff about how Jews are evil and blacks are terrible. And then they started believing it because it's true. Their whole life is based on hate. Cut to him saying, hail victory, and people giving him the Nazi salute. Yeah, no, dude, you're a ridiculous human being. And that is clear projection. And the fact that this ideology isn't dead is really a testament to idiocy, because it's just so utterly made up. This idea of there's a hierarchy of human being and white people are on the top. And remember, this is from the same group of people that criticize identity politics. They go, left-wing identity politics, it's so stupid, it's so wrong, it's so bad. You got to look at people as individuals, you don't lump them into groups. Anyway, let's talk about how the white man is so massively oppressed. Wait, what? I thought you guys were the ones, identity politics is bad. Bad unless it helps us, in which case we are going to use it. And, we say blacks are inferior and Jews are evil. But wait a second, you just said you're against identity politics. So all blacks are criminal? All Jews are evil? All blacks are inferior? All Jews are bad? So you're guilty of what you claim others are guilty of. How do you not see that? And again, Nazism is like, it's based on a fucking lie. Like, eugenics was junk science. You do know what they did, or they'd go in there, they'd like measure the size of people's noses and measure their heads, and they go, okay, so the Jews are inferior, and you have the dimensions of a Jew, so off to the camp you go. But that was totally and utterly unscientific. They're just making up what's ideal. What's ideal is blonde hair and blue eyes, and why is that ideal? Well, we say it's ideal. Science. That's not science. That is the opposite of science. And as I've mentioned before, German mysticism is like a mythology. It's a religion. This idea that the Aryan race kind of took over the world at one point, and the white man was, in control like they should be, and then the evil Jews came and take them down. But there wasn't a time when the Aryan man took over the world. But they believe it. They believe it as their snarky. I guess the thing that gets under my skin the most is when somebody is so immensely wrong about something, but they still have like this unearned sense of like snark and condescension to other people. Like, oh, you just don't get it. You just don't get the Jews are evil and blacks are inferior and white people are superior. I'm pretty sure you don't get it, and pretty sure it's fucking hilarious that you're out there saying their whole life is based on hate. Anyway, let's go to our Nazi rally. Heil Trump! Heil victory! Ah, yes. Did you say we're Nazis? We're not. We're alt-right. We're cool hipsters now. Look at my haircut. Oh, see? I'm cool. I'm hip. I'm with it. I use the internet and troll people, so now my Nazism is in style. It's back in fashion. Fuck off. You're a bunch of fucking little bitch whiny kids who are confused, latching onto a daddy figure. Oh, Richard Spencer, your fucking haircut is so dapper, and you wear sunglasses while you spew Nazi propaganda and call yourself a new term, alt-right. You're so great. You're so wonderful. Tell us more about how the liberals hate people. Anyway, I really hate the Jews and hate blacks, let me just tell you. But those liberals hate everybody. It's crazy. Why do they hate people? Their whole life is based on hate. Heil Hitler! I mean, what?